Well, VSLs for classic funnels are just way too long, I think. They're way too long and way too boring for most people that are landing on a school page. A school page is simple. There's not very much information there, and you don't need a 15-minute like video, 20-minute video about your group. You know, like a 5-minute video is probably good. And so it needs to be written, like we started calling it like a micro VSL because it's not really the same as what people think of as a VSL. But that's a big difference is they sort of have these meaty, big things that are almost over optimized.
Right.
I'm like, trim it back, bro. This is nuts. Like, what are you doing? And you just look at the conversion rate and you look at your click-through rate on your ad side for insight into whether or not what you're doing is right. But I would say that's one big thing. It's just they're presenting way too much information. They're used to like really long pages. We're just like video, testimonial, more testimonial, more stuff, buttons here, more videos.
The 5-mile scroll.
Yeah, and I'm like, dude, is your goal to like exhaust people to where they pass out on this fucking page? So to me, I'm very into the simplicity of the Skool About page.
Yeah.
Like we see that it converts for $100, $200 groups, like directly from Facebook ads. And so why ball out, spend the rest of your year building the world's longest landing page when you could just like, you got 6 pieces of media and 1,000 characters to deal with, you know? It's fucking liberating.
Yeah.
So do it. Like, don't stop wasting your time, dude. When other people are getting 5-6% like conversion rate to what is 1,000 characters in one 5-minute video and 5 images, why are you still building these big pages and putting them in between,
right,
you know, your customer and the purchase?
But I think this is a big hang up from the era of courses. Because courses by their nature are dead. Like it's a dead product. It's a dead medium. It's static. Like it's literally from the past. We sit down, we record a video, and now it's like, that's all it is. So versus selling a community, which is like very alive, it's more organic. And so I feel like that very sterile approach to how you would sell a course or like an info product doesn't really match with even the types of people that want to be part of a community. Because the classroom is just like one small part of the school experience. Like all the action happens in the calls and the calendar and in the community tab. So for me, it's like very, very, it's a paradigm shift. And I think when I hear you talk about those people that are finding it hard to unlearn those things, I'm like, yeah, I think that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, I have the advantage of like, I never did info products. I never built a funnel. I only dealt like with e-commerce. It's more similar to school structure. It's like I dealt with product pages. You land on one page, the page is relatively short, and you have to convert them right now. That's a kind of why e-commerce people are really good at Skool, I think, as opposed to sort of the info product people. I think we know how to work within the wheelhouse of like all you have is above the fold.
Right.
It's like, yeah, I'm used to this. Like and so I feel like I can relate to how Skool is built as far as like where the about page is, because it feels like what I've been doing for like the last 6-7 years with my e-com stores.
Yeah,
I'm obsessed with like they land here, and I'm only thinking about above the fold 90% of the time when I'm running ads to e-commerce, and so it's very similar to take the stuff that I've learned in that and. Now we're on Skool. It's like, cool. We're still kind of above the fold. Only now people can like, it's swipe through these 5 or 6 things. And so it's very similar.
Yeah. It's more like an Amazon checkout or a Shopify checkout.
Yeah.
That's really interesting. Why do you think it's like that? Do you think that's just the way Sam built the product, or do you think it's something to do with the nature of a community in itself?
I mean, I could just go full conspiracy if you want.
That's what we're here for.
Okay. I think the
Joe Rogan experience.
I think that there's something that doesn't feel right about the other stuff. I think when it's really long and really fluffy there's like, it's like a 20,000 word dissertation. I think people don't trust it in 2024. And I think it's going to be even more and more and more like that. And I think Sam is a genius. He built landing pages. He ran ads. Motherfucker knows. So he decided this is going to be 1,000 characters and this is going to be this many media spots. And look at the Skool Games About page for insight into what will convert on Skool. What is it? It's
10
like
emojis with 10 sentences.
Yeah. It's like it's very simple and it works. So
yeah, it's such a meet friends, hang out on Zoom.
yeah. Yeah. It's really like you don't have to go hard, I feel like. Yeah, like luxury brands are similar to that. I feel like it's like a white T-shirt that's $500.
And the copy's like, it's white.
It's white.
I need it right now. Buy that. Buy it right now. Where's Fruit of the Loom? It's like 6 paragraphs.
Yeah, yeah, and it's and so I don't know. I think it's really intentional. And the conspiracy to me is like, Sam's a genius. Just trust him. He knows more than what we know, I think, in the way that it's built. So I see the conversion rate as high as the people that are coming in from their funnel sort of experiences.
Yeah.
Or higher. And so I don't really know exactly why. I think the simplicity, I think it's built to convert people. I think you gain more trust if you can convey what your group is in that much space. I think it forces the right things.
It's kind of like 2 people at a party and one of them like hardly says anything and they're perceived as just like, dude, this guy's a G. Versus the guy just runs his mouth all the time. Like, what's that proverb? It's like, even a fool is thought wise when he keeps his mouth shut. It's like the more you say, the more the trust like goes down.
Yeah, it's true. And so yeah, I feel like I also kind of feel a little abused when I get to a page that's going to take me 45 minutes to get through. I'm like, why are you wasting so much of my time before I can make this decision? I think that might be a part of why I distrust lengthy
You also just
things.
feel like you're being worked over.
Yeah. I'm just like, just tell me what this is, man. It's just like, what do you want me to buy? Like, what am I going to get here?
Yeah.
Can you tell me 1,000 characters or less? Like, that's what I'd like. It feels like it's Silicon Valley. Like the whole thing was like, you got to get your elevator pitch down because you're going to get stuck in, you're going to have 60 seconds to get somebody to write you a check. It's like, that's all it takes. It takes like a 60-second pitch. If somebody likes you and then they like your pitch, they'll give you money.
Right.
It's like, that shit works all the way up to the level of like somebody writing a new founder $1 million check.
Yeah.
It's like, I liked his pitch and I liked him. I think that's about as much as people really need for $100, $200 a month groups, especially $20, $30 a month groups. If your group is free, like, dude.
It's white. Join.
Yeah. This group is free.
That's it.
You will learn
it's free.
You will learn stuff. This group is free. Join. Yeah.